Welcome to students of the game, and I don't really want to get into all that. Premier League's out for a bit, not really sure what to do, but I was sitting on a bus and something came into my head and I said, man, what is the greatest Premier League season from a player ever? You know what, why don't I just do a list about it? So today I was gonna make a top 10, but that's just long. I'm just gonna put it down and I'm gonna make it to 8. I'm gonna pick, in my opinion, the 8 greatest Premier League seasons from an individual. Now we're gonna kick it off right now. And I'm gonna start off with a recent one. That was this season, and that was last season's one. Virgil Van Dijk's season for Liverpool, where they go ahead. They were a point away from winning the league, the greatest Premier League race by 2 individuals ever. And Van Dijk was just head and shoulders above anyone. He put, in my opinion, he gave the best performance for a defender since John Terry, and he probably even, in my opinion, surpassed John Terry in that circumstance. Bear in mind, Liverpool didn't win the league, that's why he's not ranked higher, but just overall what he was able to bring that year. When I mention some of these players, they might not be the best in their position. He is the best in his position, that's why he belongs in here. And again, he's a defender, he isn't too glamorous, but again, he played 38 games, scored 4 goals, had 2 assists. No player was able to go past him. Just overall, like, he was so dumb. He was just out of this world. He was, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this right now. If you take Virgil Van Dijk out of Liverpool's teams last season, Liverpool finished 4th, maybe even 5th. That's how good Virgil van Dijk was. That's how good his season was. So guys, at number 8, I'm gonna go for Virgil van Dijk. Okay guys, next on the list we have Yaya Toure's 2013-14 season for Man City. Now, this is the only player on the list that actually wasn't named PFA Player of the Year or even win the Football Writers Award. Didn't win none of them awards. But in my opinion, his 2013-14 season is the best display I've ever seen from a midfielder in Premier League history. Now, again, all the pundits who's played, they love their Paul Scholes, Steven Gerrards, Roy Keanes and all that. But this season, that season he had was the best I've ever seen a midfielder. 20 goals, 9 assists, it's not just about like what he doing with his play, it's how he done it. I remember the one image I get from that season was, first of all, he scored so many important goals that year. So many important goals. He even chipped in with some free kicks. I think he got like 4 consecutive free kicks for Man City. He had a bit of everything that season, but it was just times when I just felt that he said, you know what, I'm going to put Man City on my back. I'm going to take him to the title. Because there was a moment where Liverpool were in control of that, and I felt from going from February on to onto the final game, I thought Yaya Toure said, you know what, Aguero, David Silva, everyone get on my back and I'm taking you to that league title. The game against Aston Villa, the image I have in my head is Fabian Delph literally dragging onto him as he's running through on goal. No one could have stopped him that year, and I understand he wasn't awarded. Suarez had a great year, we'll get to him, but in my opinion, that's the greatest Premier League season from a midfielder. I don't know what you guys think, let me know there, but Yaya Toure at number 7. And at number 6 we have Mo Salah and his 2007-8 season? Yes, his 2007-8 season for Liverpool, his first season, and in my opinion, the greatest season from a player coming into the Premier League. So the greatest first season from a player coming into the Premier League. I mean, let me just sum it up right here. He broke a record for the most goals scored by a player through 80 in the Premier League from 38 games. I think before it was like 42 at a time, but he broke the record. He scored 32 goals in 36 games with 10 assists that season. And the thing about Mo Salah, the reason why he isn't higher here, because Liverpool didn't achieve Liverpool didn't go on to win titles. They finished, I think, 4th that year. But obviously he led them to Champions League and all that. But just, I think from the day Coutinho left, he kicked on and hit a mode that was almost, I don't want to say godly like, but it was just all inspiring. He was doing things and he was scoring out of the blue. He became a cult hero for Liverpool. And again, it's recent. A lot of people, some people like talk to, even Jack, who is not a greatest fan of Mo Salah, but he can't lie. For you to break a record as a winger at any stage, you have to give him. So at number 6, I have Mo Salah's 2017-18 season. Now guys, at number 5, we have Gareth Bale and his season 2012-2013 for Tottenham. Again, that year he was able to score 21 goals, 4 assists in 33 games. Now, stats they're very good stats, but they're not out of this world. He's hitting 30 goals, but it's a manner of how he done it that year. Every player that I mentioned, when they get their goals or like they do something incredible, it's all very well assisted. Gareth Bale, for playing for Tottenham that year, I remember him picking the ball out 40 yards out, 30 yards out, and smashing it into the top corner. And it wasn't assisted by anyone. You just getting the ball and you just shoot, and it just went in the net. And I'm thinking, like, Tottenham, they literally had no offense. There was a period coming to the end of the season where Gareth Bale was scoring at will from outside the area. The final game against Sunderland, where the ball comes to him, it's a bit of a poor touch where it just loops up, gets it out of his feet, gives the defender a bit of a shimmy from 30 yards out, top corner, and he'd done that throughout the year. So many amazing displays. Remember the one against Rio Ferdinand? I can bring up countless moments, but we're not just talking about moments where he scores, it's how he does it, and how he was just so dominant that year. He was named the PFA player of the year. He was just absolutely incredible. Of course, with that, got his world record move at the time to Real Madrid, helped Tottenham finish 4th, but they didn't get Champions League. I'm sorry, but yeah. At number 5, Gareth Bale's 2012-13. At number 4, we have Robin Van Persie's 2012-13 season for Manchester United. Now, I had the dilemma making this list, and I was thinking that before then he had his 2012 season for Arsenal, where he scored 37 goals in all competitions, scored 30 goals in the Premier League, and that to a lot of people is he had a better season overall, leading a poor Arsenal team into the top 3. Incredible. But the reason why I'm going to put this 13 season for me was that Manchester United went on to win the league, and he wasn't. People talk about, was he the main reason? He was more than the main reason. Why? How many? Again, let me bring up stats again. He played 38 games, scored 26 goals, 9 assists. But when we mention goals, we talk about what's the context of the goals. How important were the goals? Home and away against Arsenal, the winner against Man City, scored a hat-trick against Southampton, scored home away to Liverpool, scored away to Chelsea, countless of late goals, and obviously scored a hat-trick to clinch the title. These are pivotal moments. He was brought in to Manchester United, as much being an Arsenal fan, and it hurts. He was brought in to make it count when they needed it the most, and he came in and made the biggest splash. If you ask a Manchester United fan, he would say that Robin Van Persie probably made the biggest impression of them since Ronaldo. That's how good that season was for Robin Van Persie. He was unplayable at times, and how crucial he was at big moments. They brought him in for that, because remember the season before them, the last minute Aguero goal, and they needed that player, and he had a choice of team, Man City and Manchester United. He chose Manchester United, and you felt as soon as he chose them that wherever he went, the title would have went there. And it's not just the team that he went to, how influenced he was, how much of an influence he had on that team. Again, as much as it hurts me, Robin Van Persie's 2012-2013 season is at number 4. Hey guys, we're into the top 3 right now. Crunch time. Again, if you don't agree with me, let me know, comments down below. But at number 3, we have Thierry Henry from 2003 season. Now, that season he actually missed out on the Golden Boot, surprisingly enough, by 1 goal. And Arsenal actually lost the league that year very dramatically, crumbled at the end. So I'm thinking, so James, why would you put that Henry season over the season he went a whole season unbeaten? Let me just put this out right now. 24 goals. Wait for it. 20 assists for a striker. That's the most assists in a season for a player. And this guy's a striker. So altogether he was involved in 44 he was involved in 44 goals for Arsenal overall. That is just absolutely incredible. No one on this list was able to put up numbers 20, 20, 24, 20, but again, in that region. For you to put up them type of numbers is absolutely incredible. Again, was named the Football Writers Player of the Year, was named the PFA Player of the Year. And if Arsenal would have won the league, it might have been number one, but they didn't. But just going back and what Henry did that year, he was just unplayable, and like that was going to, for me, in my opinion, that was going to a span where he was, in my opinion, the best player in the world. He was just absolutely unplayable, absolute crime. He wasn't named. He wasn't named the world's best player and like won the Ballon d'Or. It's an absolute crime that never happened. But in my opinion, out of all the seasons Henry has had at Arsenal, he's had some great seasons. This one was particularly special. 20 assists, 24 goals. Again, absolutely incredible. At number 3 on his 2002-2003 season. At number 2, we have Luis Suarez and his 2013-14 season. His final season at Liverpool. We all know that season for the famous Gerrard slip. They let it slip, but above all that, and the good as players like Daniel Sturridge and Gerrard and Henderson and all them players were that season, Luis Suarez was absolutely incredible. The things he was doing as a player was just, sometimes it was just mind-boggling. Bear in mind, he did miss the first 4 games of the season. I think 5 or 4 games of the season because he was suspended because of the bite incident. But let's hear out some numbers, and it'll probably be on the screen too. 33 games, 31 goals. How many assists? Let me just make sure how many assists, and 12 assists that season. Numbers speak for himself, but the performances also can, we can also look at things to point out there that he didn't score against some top 16 teams for a long time, but some of his performances against teams were just absolute. Do you remember the Norwich game? One of the greatest individual performances we've seen from a player that day. He scored 4 at Anfield, and the goals, every goal was just absolute. Every goal, it was just getting his catalogue getting better and better and better and better and better. He was outstanding. He scored a hat-trick twice against Norwich that year. He was scoring relentlessly against every team. Liverpool were so unlucky not to win the league that year. But that season for Suarez was incredible. It culminated in him winning the PFA Player of the Year, also winning the Golden Boot. What a performance, guys. At number 2, Luis Suarez, 2013-14 season. At number 1, we have Cristiano Ronaldo's 2007-2008 season. Now, you're thinking, why is that season? James, tell me why. There's a lot I can speak about, and I will get into it. I'm just going to sum up one thing right there. That season won him a Ballon d'Or, and we can't say that about any other player that I mentioned on this list, and even before that. He's the first player to win a Ballon d'Or in Premier League history. And let's just talk about what he did that season as a Manchester United player. He had, I'm doing this for a winger. Now let's get it started. And we're talking about a conventional winger like Mo Salah, who is like the most advanced player in Liverpool's team. He was a winger, and he was an out-and-out winger at that time. In 34 games, he scored 31 goals. Now, he scored 42 in all competitions, but 31 goals for a player who at the time was criticized for having no end product. He came in with an absolute bang. The things he was doing that year, I'm going to say this, he changed football that year. What he was able to do that year changed the whole game. His look, the socks, the hair, the free kicks, the way he shot the ball, his skills, he changed football for the better. But just how explosive he was that year. Every game I looked at, he was scoring, he was dropping 2 goals. Manchester United needed a goal. Cristiano Ronaldo, I'm gonna pop off. He was absolutely sensational. He was scoring headed goals. He done everything that year. Important goals, penalties, free kicks, the lot. He was absolutely incredible. Guys, at number 1, Cristiano Ronaldo. What a season. If you guys disagree with me, if you guys think I'm chatting a load of absolute nonsense, that, oh, he's wrong, he's left out a bunch of players in the 90s, he's left out your Dennis Bergkamps, your Mathieu Vitessiers, any player, anything, comment down below, let me know. If you watch this video and you got to hear it right now, I really appreciate you and I thank you for watching it. Please hit the like button, share, let everyone know, guys. Thank you for watching here, and I'll see you guys next time.